As a gesture of goodwill, Gorbachev selected 8 Russians who would be allowed to join their spouses in the United States. One of the 8 was Tatiana Bartholomew. That week, Tony saw his wife for the first time in over a year on American television, when an ABC News crew interviewed her in her Moscow apartment. For Tony and Tatiana, love knew no boundaries. Their fate decided in the halls of the White House and in the corridors of the Kremlin. I guess it's true what they say. Love conquers all. Young couples in love, each with their own special story. But none of them rival the amazing story of Sherry Netter and Jim Graham. Their story is so unbelievable that you're probably going to say, oh, come on, they made that up. But it really happened. It started when Sherry went to a dating service looking for Mr. Right. And she found him. Only he was so right, he was wrong. Jim had a point. You never know what might turn up. So Sherry hired a private investigator to help track down her biological family. She realized it was a long shot. Jim was in a state of shock. Sherry was devastated. Relatively speaking, they had a bit of a problem. But as they sat there adjusting to this startling revelation, they realized they still had a lifetime to share. Maybe not as man and wife, but as brother and sister. Jim became Sherry's loving brother and did what all good brothers do for their sisters. He fixed her up with his best friend, Paul. And you guessed it, Sherry and Paul are now happily married. As for Jim, well, he's back at the dating service. We meet someone, we fall in love, we live happily ever after. Or at least that's the way it's supposed to happen. But as you've seen tonight, sometimes fate steps in and turns your life around. And the road from that first glance to happily ever after can lead to struggle, adventure, triumph. All the elements of love with a twist. Good night.